Imagine telling a judge to her face that you never wanted your own kids. From a mother abandoning 5 children to an arrogant student getting shut down in seconds, Judge Vonda B is not playing today. Watch these 3 parents lose their case and their dignity in under 60 seconds.
All right, Mr. Clough,
Yes,
you're
Your Honor.
back, except today you're the petitioner. Looks like we found Mom.
Finally found her.
Okay, finally found her. What can I do for you today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here to get some justice. I think it's time that I get back what I've been giving out.
All right, guys, brace yourselves because this case might start off light. A missing mom, a dog in a wheelchair, and 5 kids in the middle. But don't let that distract you. Underneath the jokes and side comments, this is about accountability. A father claiming he's been holding everything together for months, and a mother who found herself but may have lost her priorities. By the end of this hearing, emotions won't decide this case. Numbers will. And those numbers are about to hit hard.
It's been a few months, so the kids have been with you, looks like it's been about 7 or 8 months now.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so in this 7 or 8 months, has Mom been paying?
Have you been paying?
Well, no, that's
she
not how this
hasn't, Your
works.
Honor.
That's not how this works.
She hasn't been paying.
All right,
She has not been paying.
has she at least been visiting with the children?
She hasn't visited the children, but she visited that man in jail that she ran off with.
Oh, the one that was in the car that you
In the
really couldn't
Cutlass,
see?
yeah.
The Cutlass. Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
He got arrested not too long after I saw you for the PPP loan. Is that correct?
No,
That's how she got that.
incorrect. That's incorrect.
She got what? What's that?
You know, from the last time. She got the booty in the booty.
What they call it something though.
Yeah, the BBL. She know.
Oh,
Why are you telling my business?
This is where the credibility starts to crack. 7 to 8 months, no financial support, no visits. But visiting a man in jail, in family court, patterns matter more than excuses. The judge isn't reacting emotionally, she's building a timeline in her head. When absence becomes consistent and responsibility becomes optional, the court shifts from sympathy to structure. So ask yourself, does intention matter, or does consistent action speak louder?
So,
Miss Daniels, you know I don't have a lot of time, right? I have other cases I need to get here.
I do understand that.
Right, so you obviously came here to waste my time.
I didn't.
You did, because I asked you a very simple question.
Judge, I have a simple answer.
On average, how much do you make in a year?
Judge, I'd like to say about, maybe about 30 to 100K.
Okay, 30 to 100,000?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna take the high end so we can keep this moving, because you came here to waste my time and I do not have time to play with
Oh
you.
my gosh, Judge.
And is this from an employer or are you self-employed?
I
What
am
are we doing?
self-employed.
All right.
I do influence.
What do you influence?
I influence the world.
You clearly aren't influencing, you said the world?
The world.
Well, that doesn't include these 5 children because you don't even go and see them, right?
It's just been the last couple months.
Well,
okay?
no, excuse me.
Yes, Judge.
Watch how the judge tightens the question. On average, how much do you make? That's not small talk, that's strategy. Once you state income under oath, it becomes the foundation for calculation. When she says 30 to 100K, she leaves room for interpretation, and the judge smartly chooses the high end. Why? Because vague answers in court don't protect you, they cost you. Precision matters when percentages are involved.
You're influencing everyone but these children that you do not have anything to do with and you do not financially support. You said they were with you excuse me?
It's hot.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It's getting hot.
She trying to show you what she had
The BBL?
done. Yeah.
I'm not interested in the BBL. Let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to make these numbers go BBL, okay?
Just briefly.
Briefly, make it quick.
Quickly, in the last few months, it has been a downtrend due to inflation and all that stuff. People aren't paying as much.
How much was your BBL?
I didn't pay for that.
How much was
it?
How much was it?
I mean, you know, I got more than the BBL. I had tube sock titties, so I got the boobies, then I got the booty, and then I got all that. So he probably paid $35,000, $40,000.
Now here's the real turning point. The BBL conversation. This wasn't about looks, it was about priorities. If someone could fund cosmetic surgery, why weren't the children financially secure first? Judges notice lifestyle choices. They compare spending patterns with parental responsibility. That moment changed the tone completely. Whether you think it was petty or revealing, it shifted credibility, and credibility is everything in child support hearings.
That brings your net to $6,000 $512.07. So 6,512 times the 40%. That brings your child support amount to $2,604.
Is that a week, Your Honor? Or?
How often are you paid? Are you paid by the day? You paid by the month? How are you paid?
Judge, it just depends. I would.
She
say,
just
though,
answered my question. That's a monthly amount.
I mean, that's
How
great,
she's
monthly.
paid, it'll just break down, but the amount is $2,604 plus.
I can give you that.
Plus.
You need it.
Here comes the math. 5 children, 40% guideline, net income calculated from her own testimony. That's how you land at $2,954 per month. Notice something important the judge didn't guess. She applied formula. Family court at this stage isn't emotional, it's arithmetic. Once income is established, percentages follow. If your numbers are unclear, the court fills in the blanks. Would you have calculated it differently, or is this exactly how accountability works?
$350 reimbursement for the children, so that brings your monthly rate to $2,954.
I got it. Can the kids stay with him now?
The kids will continue to live with him because that's who they live with, and obviously
They can stay.
you care more about a BBL than them.
That's
Right.
not true.
And we don't know when she's gonna run off again with the next guy.
No, next guy. I'm good.
It'll be a caprice this time.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. So we're good with the numbers then. Is there anything
great.
further? All right, is there anything further that you want me to know that's related to this?
Judge, briefly about
The kids are gonna stay with him and you guys are gonna work that out at a
we don't get
different.
along very well, as you can see.
Well, obviously, but I mean, they need to stay with him and probably see you on weekends if you're so busy.
That's my busiest time, Judge. I can't do weekends. Maybe Monday to Tuesday.
Well, they go to school.
Right, and I'm at work.
Are you gonna get them to school?
No.
I can't.
You can't get them to school.
She don't have a car.
In the end, the children remain where stability already exists, with Dad. Mom walks away with nearly $3,000 per month in obligation. This wasn't about influence, image, or appearance. It was about consistency and financial responsibility. The judge made it clear, if you testify to income, you testify to accountability. Now I want to hear from you. Was this ruling fair? Did the judge go too far? Or was this exactly what needed to happen? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, Your Honor. I'm want to sue her for child support because, you know, my kids are always with me, and she's always at work. You know, she's always working for the hospital. You know, yeah, we said back then that we could do this together as one. I went so much as far as swapping complete schedules. I started doing overnight shift now, just so I can be there for my kids and everything. And she was supposed to be working for mornings, which she was, but she volunteered for more hours. And even when she's not at work, she's just never home. I don't know where she is. She doesn't call us. She doesn't call our kids. My kids are always wondering where she's at. And, you know, I myself, sure, she can do what she wants as long as she lets me know where but my kids always wonder where she's at. They're always at, for days at a time, she's never home. And we broke it off several weeks ago, and only with my income alone, I can't really just do it with just me and my kids, especially that one has autism. I've always got to take her to the doctor and whatnot. And for these past 3 weeks, I have not seen or heard from her.
Guys, this case starts off sounding like a simple child support dispute, but within seconds you can feel there's something deeper going on. A father says he rearranged his entire life, switched to overnight trucking shifts, and is now raising 2 children, one with autism, largely on his own. Meanwhile, he claims the mother has been gone for weeks and barely contributes. This isn't just about money, it's about presence, priorities, and responsibility. The tension is already building, and we haven't even heard her side yet.
Ma'am?
I mean, I'm not sure where he's getting this intel from, but that's
Obviously
not
the
true.
kids.
I mean,
Are you saying your kids are liars?
they could be. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, for all
You're not sure because you're not around that much?
I am around. I just have to work all the time. I mean, it's not my fault that, you know, saving lives isn't important to him.
No, I believe it is important to him. I don't think that's what he's saying. He's saying that you're not contributing anything.
I mean, I am though. Like I feed them or sometimes, and
I feed them. You'd agree with me that that's your responsibility, right?
She brings them fast food and leaves again.
Okay, but
But you don't sit there and spend quality time with your kids. You say, here's food, and leave.
I mean, the tablet works just fine. They can just eat and watch the tablet. Like, why is that a problem?
Because
So you want to raise a child off of a tablet? You think that's
I mean,
okay?
they have educational stuff. I don't see what's wrong with it. Like, I need to go to sleep at some point in time.
This is where the tone shifts dramatically. When asked about contributing, she says she feeds them sometimes and leaves them with a tablet. Legally, child support cases focus on who carries the primary daily responsibility. And emotionally, this moment reveals a disconnect. Providing fast food and walking out doesn't equal active parenting. You can see the judge recognizing that this isn't just about schedules, it's about effort and involvement. So ask yourself, is simply providing food enough to count as real parenting?
You believe that?
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You are going to financially support these children, and I'm going to make sure of it. And you may want to look into trying to do a shift change yourself so you can spend some time with the kids. I mean, obviously, I can't court order you or force you to spend time with them, but you should want to spend time with the kids. And I mean, considering that one of them has autism, you should want to spend more time with your kids.
I mean, I get it, but it's too much work having a kid with autism. That's why I just leave it to him, because he's better suited for that.
Yeah, no, I'm not about to do this game with you. Since you left a month and a week ago, have you given him any money for the children? I don't need an explanation either. It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay, thank you. All right.
she's actually asked for money instead of giving.
Here's the legal turning point. She admits she hasn't given him any money since leaving. Not a dollar. Under child support law, when one parent has primary custody, the other parent owes financial support. It's not emotional, it's not optional, it's calculated based on income and responsibility. And when she suggests he should still support her while the kids live with him, that's when the judge firmly steps in. That moment shifts the courtroom energy completely.
That was a question.
Because it's his job to take care of them, and I shouldn't have to spend
You know what?
money.
Don't say that again about what his responsibilities are and what his job is, because you're a mom, period.
I mean, but I didn't sign up for it. Like,
countless times I've told her, yes, it is my job to take care of our children.
And you're
as a
doing
dad. And I'm doing well.
She's not disputing that you're doing that.
Yes, and I feel
But
like
you're
I'm
not doing your part.
I feel like I'm always not doing enough for my kids.
I mean, but
and
you
only
also
because I don't
forced
have
me
my
to have
other
the
half.
kids. Like, I don't know why you're doing that.
Because
You don't want to have your kids?
I mean, like, when I was pregnant, I told him I didn't want him because I wanted to go party. And, like, he was just like, no, we got this. And, like, how is it my fault? He wanted them. I didn't want them. Oh.
But you kept them.
no, the first we've talked about having kids and we've wanted kids.
I know, but,
once
like,
she
when we
got
were
pregnant,
older,
once she got
not right
pregnant and
now.
she knew she couldn't do what she needed anymore, or really what she wanted anymore, then it was just oh, this baby's really an inconvenience to our lives.
I mean, but you know
This
what I
child
like to
support
party.
payment is about to be an inconvenience to you as well, because you're going to pay child support. Whether you wanted them or not is beside the point. You had them, they are here, they are your responsibility just as much as they are his responsibility. So, $60,000 a year. I have your gross set at $5,000. Your net is...
This might be the most shocking emotional admission in the entire case. She openly says she didn't want the children and wanted to party instead. That statement changes everything emotionally, but legally it changes nothing. The court does not evaluate whether you regret becoming a parent. It evaluates whether you are fulfilling your obligation. Once children are born, both parents are equally responsible, regardless of past intentions. This is where personal preference collides with legal accountability.
Not really.
we work for the same company. Yes, she does.
Oh, okay. So this is what we'll do. You just go ahead and pay that, and you can roll your eyes all you want to. I can roll my eyes too. We're just going to have you reimburse Medicaid that full $450. So that brings your monthly child support obligation for 2 children to $1,025, $450 reimbursement to Medicaid for $1,475. Now, it looks like Dad also requested for you to pay back pay for that month in a week that you left and haven't given the children anything. I'm going to grant his request. So you have.
Now the judge breaks down the numbers. At $60,000 a year, the court calculates her net income, factors in Medicaid reimbursement, and determines her monthly child support obligation. The total reaches $1,475 plus back pay, bringing it to about $1,500 monthly. That figure isn't random or emotional, it follows statutory guidelines. But when she asks what she'll have left to party with, it reinforces the judge's earlier concerns about priorities. Financial support isn't about lifestyle, it's about stability for the children.
Arrearages in the amount of $1,475. That's to be paid at $25 a month. So your monthly child support obligation, including the back pay, is $1,500. You have any questions about anything I just said?
I mean, I just feel like it should be less. What am I going to be left with to party with? Like, what am I going to do?
I don't know, maybe pick up some extra shifts or work a part-time job.
Or take care of your kids.
Don't, you know, if she doesn't want to take care of her kids, I really don't care at this point. I just want to make sure he gets some financial.
But he makes enough money.
And I mean, you make enough money too. So again, do you have any questions about anything I just said?
No.
Okay. You have any questions, sir?
No.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
In the end, the judge makes one thing very clear. Parenthood is not optional once a child is here. The father adjusted his work schedule and took on primary care. The mother now has a legal duty to financially support her children. The ruling wasn't about punishment, it was about balance and responsibility. So what do you think? Was the judge fair? Should the amount have been higher or lower? Let us know your verdict in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Judge, I have a really great daughter. However, we have a kind of a bad situation. My daughter seems to be so busy sometimes that I think she knows she's a mom, but she kind of has other responsibilities that she's kind of putting in the forefront of everything. And so it's the last 2 years it's kind of gotten difficult for me. We have one baby girl. Her name is London, and she's almost 2, and my daughter is trying to go to college, work, be a mom, and you know everything else that she wants to be. And so it's just gotten to a point where it's kind of ridiculous because I need some assistance financially, and I'm not.
All right, brace yourselves, because this isn't a typical child support battle between two parents. This is a grandmother taking her own daughter to court. We've got a hard-working mom trying to balance college, a $50,000 job, and motherhood. But the real question is, who's actually raising the child? From the very beginning, you can feel the tension building. This isn't just about money. It's about responsibility, sacrifice, and whether ambition can excuse shifting parental duties onto someone else.
So,
Is that a paid position?
yes, it is.
How much are you paid?
Well, I just got a promotion.
That's
to
good.
50,000.
Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like I work, all day, school at nights. I don't come home.
Congratulations. We all work all day.
Yeah, I don't get home until like midnight, and I mean, I don't really see why it's a problem that my mother, the grandmother of my child, has to.
Well, because I'm not the one that got pregnant on prom night. You wouldn't be having this problem.
Okay.
That wasn't my decision.
Okay, but you're my mother, right? So
I had
you
one
always said
child.
you wanted a grandchild,
I
didn't
had
you?
one child. Yes, I wanted a grandchild, but it would have been nice if you would have got married first and had someone to share the responsibility with, not me.
I can't do it by myself though.
You're not
trying
doing it
to
by
use-
yourself.
I'm trying to use that money, right? So that way I can pay for my tuition for college.
Well, I can appreciate that, honey, but you know what? Your main responsibility is being a mom.
This is where the tone shifts. The daughter proudly announces she makes $50,000 a year, and legally, that changes everything. Once income is established, the court looks at ability to pay, not excuses. The judge immediately zeroes in on responsibility, reminding her that grandmother does not equal co-parent. Emotionally, you can sense defensiveness, but legally, the argument weakens. Being busy, being in school, even chasing a career, none of that removes the primary obligation to your child. Do you think ambition should ever override direct responsibility?
If your daughter were going to daycare, you would be paying the daycare, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel like they should be paid?
Yes.
They're taking care of your child, looking after your child, taking diapers, feedings. They should be paid, right?
Right.
Your mother is doing everything I just named, correct?
Yes.
So it logically follows that she should be paid too, right?
Yeah.
So what's your issue?
Well, she uses her money for the school loans, and I can appreciate that she doesn't want to have school debt.
Right.
But
Yeah,
now
that's a
that
good
she's
thing.
making more money, she's going to have to give me a little bit of that. They live with me. The house is paid. We don't have that bill. So I know she wants to be responsible and not have any debt, but you know, mommy doesn't need to be having no debt and worried about diapers and all that too. And she does try to help, but it's just not enough. And now that she's got a promotion, I feel like
Half-rinse carting? Here comes the judge's smartest move, comparing grandma to a daycare. If you pay a daycare for diapers, feedings, and supervision, why wouldn't you pay your own mother doing the exact same work? Legally, this establishes value for services rendered. Emotionally, though, this hits deeper. The daughter hesitates because now the issue isn't finances, it's entitlement. Family support doesn't automatically mean free labor. Should blood relations erase financial accountability?
appreciate that.
So I'm still not hearing what your issue is.
My issue is just,
Because she's your mom, you don't believe you need to pay her something.
that's what I thought.
Because if you think about it, you really don't live there. You're just going to sleep. Mom is taking care of the baby. You'd agree with me, right? If you're coming in at midnight, your mom all day, you're literally coming to the house, not seeing the baby, because if it's at midnight, the baby is asleep, I'm assuming.
Right.
And you're going right back out
I
to go
tuck
to
her
school
in.
and work.
I tuck her in.
She's already tucked in, so you just pull the covers over a little higher.
I give
That's
her a
what you
kiss
do?
Sometimes she
midnight.
wakes her up, Judge, and just to play
You
with her
wake
for a little
up the
while.
baby
I
at
mean,
midnight.
just so I can give her a kiss, you know, read her little stories, so that way there is some sort of bonding between us since I do work.
This moment is heavy. The judge points out that she's barely home, coming in at midnight when the baby is already asleep. That's not primary caregiving. Legally, the court looks at who provides daily care, housing, and supervision. And right now, that's grandma. Tucking your child in for a quick kiss isn't the same as raising them all day. This isn't about shaming, it's about defining reality. Would you consider that fair, or do you think effort should count more than time?
With a little extra money and no time, because we hardly had any time now. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like now that she's going full time.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start your child support so you can at least give mom some sort of assistance. Now, at the time that you move out of the house and you have the child on your own 100%, mom is not babysitting. Mom is not, well, not even babysitting. The child is no longer living with your mom. Your daughter is with you 100% of the time. Then you can come back and see me to stop child support at that time.
Okay.
But until that happens, mom is going to receive some sort of financial break, essentially,
Right.
until that time happens. So it's going to be based off your income, and you just said that you make $50,000 a year now. So at $50,000 a year, that brings your gross to $4,167.
Now we move into structure and consequences. The judge makes it clear, if the child moves with the mother full-time, child support can stop. That's not punishment, that's logic. Courts follow caregiving patterns, not emotional arguments. Right now, the grandmother is footing the bill and providing stability, so financial support must follow the child's living arrangement. This ruling isn't dramatic, it's procedural. But the numbers are about to make it very real.
Your net is $3,516.78. There is a reimbursement to Medicaid. Now, you are working full time. You have access to health insurance now?
Yes, yeah.
Do you know how much it'll cost?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
Okay, this is what we're going to do, because Medicaid reimbursement is about $375. That's based on 9% of your gross.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your health insurance is cheaper than that for your daughter only. So what I'll do is order you to be responsible for that health insurance and give you a credit of $100 towards the health insurance, okay?
Okay.
So that'll make your monthly child support obligation $803 to your mother.
Sorry, baby. You gotta learn.
Okay.
Any questions?
And just like that, the math closes the case. Based on a $50,000 income, insurance access, and Medicaid reimbursement, the judge orders $803 per month in child support. Not because she's a bad mother, not because she's in school, but because financial responsibility follows where the child lives. This case wasn't about dreams versus family. It was about accountability matching reality. So what's your verdict? Was this fair, or should family dynamics change the rules? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more courtroom moments that hit home.
Miss Miller, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Mrs.
Mrs. Miller, you brought this case before the court. What is going on?
This is my
Future
son's
daughter-in-law.
baby mama.
Future
Okay.
daughter-in-law.
And Tracy. So Tracy leaves the kids with me and didn't come back to check on the kids, haven't done anything, just dropped them off and took off and expects me to take care of the children with no, she doesn't drop food off, she didn't leave any clothes, she didn't do anything. Tracy says she works all the time. That's what she tells me.
Okay.
That's where she is. So she hasn't done anything with the kids.
Okay.
And they're small kids. They're 3 and 4. I'm trying to deal with a 3 and 4-year-old while she runs around and does whatever Tracy decides she wants to do.
Okay. Is her name Tracy?
Yes, Tracy. Tracy, I guess is what it is.
It's Tracy, Judge.
Okay.
It's not that hard. It's just Tracy.
Oh, okay.
So special. She's very special.
According to your son, I am.
Ooh.
Okay. Tracy,
He just
what
has
is-
bad
what's
taste
your
in
last
women.
name?
My name is Tracy Smith, Judge.
Smith. Okay.
Yes, and I'm prepared. I've watched your court hearings on Zoom and the other
Kiss it
courts.
up. Are you really
So I'm-
kiss it up?
Excuse me. There is nothing wrong with watching hearings on Zoom. That's not kissing up.
It just sounds like a kiss.
All right, everyone. This is not your typical child support case. A grandmother brings her future daughter-in-law to court, and from the very first seconds, you can feel the tension. But child support court isn't meant to punish someone you dislike. It's meant to address real financial need. So the big question is, did grandma file this case for support or for payback?
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
you said she dropped the kids off and go do, how do you know the things that she do?
She claims she's working, but she claims she has no money. I'm trying to figure out how that works. How do you work but have no money for your children? I mean, I'm confused because I don't understand that.
How long have the children been with you?
6 months.
6 months. And who dropped them off to you?
She did.
Okay.
Tracy did.
I'm assuming the two of you don't get along.
She's not my favorite person. No.
I mean, well, why is that?
I just
curious.
because she lies. She's not taking care of her children. She tricked my son into having children with her.
I did not
just
trick
don't
your son
understand.
into my bed. I
I
didn't
don't
trick your son into my bed. He got there
She
voluntarily.
kind of got a
That's
point
what
there.
you offered.
And very happily, might
That's
I
what
add.
you offered. So he got in the bed.
Okay, so how do you know their relationship?
My son tells me things.
Right. You
then-
only get it, hear me out, you're only getting information from your son. And I'm not saying that your son is not being truthful, but that's just one side of it. It's always another
I mean,
side.
I see stuff.
And it seems like you're very passionate about your grandchildren.
Yes, I am.
So you should at least pretend to get along with their mother. I mean, she did drop the kids off to you, so she must trust you, right?
I don't say anything bad about her.
Wait
to
a
the
minute.
children.
She did trust you enough to drop the children off to you, right?
Or she had no one else. Well,
Here the judge makes a smart move. She doesn't automatically side with the grandmother. Instead, she tests the story, how do you know? Are you only hearing this from your son? That's a credibility check. And when the judge points out that Tracy trusted her enough to drop off the kids, that's important because trust often suggests a family agreement, not abandonment. So, is this a case of neglect or misunderstanding?
Did you all communicate at all about why the children were being dropped off to you?
my son is in the military.
Okay.
So Tracy, should be taking care of the children.
Okay.
But she got this new career that she has to worry about. So
That's a good thing, right?
If it'll keep you away from your children, no.
Okay.
No.
And you said 6 months they've been with you.
Mm-hmm, 6 months.
Was there a discussion about it being a temporary thing, or was it just permanent?
It's going to be temporary.
You didn't tell me it was going to be temporary when you dropped them off.
Okay, so I see kind of what's going on here. Sounds like a lot of miscommunication. You're communicating with your son directly about the things that she and your son discussed, but your son is not really relaying it to you as though he spoke to her about it. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like, but my son wouldn't lie. He wouldn't make up things.
He wouldn't lie, but you would.
Okay, wait a minute. So you said your son wouldn't lie. Did he tell you?
Did she just call me a liar, though? Did you just call me a liar, girl?
I don't think she said that.
Would have been that word.
Yeah, I don't think she said that word.
Gift for rewriting reality.
Miss Smith, we will get to you shortly.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it. Okay?
I should know that by now. I watch your court all the time. I won't do it again.
Just gotta watch them YouTubes a little closer next time.
This moment shows how court really works. Saying she's lying is not a legal objection. Courts don't run on emotion. They run on evidence, documents, and clear agreements. The judge also stops both women from interrupting each other because truth gets lost when emotions take over. Ask yourself, would you have stayed calm in this situation?
He recently joined the military and he's deployed right now. He's probably going to flip out when he finds out what his mom has done by bringing me to child support court. So
he doesn't know that?
No, he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't know. I haven't been able to talk to him yet because he's on deployment. So unless she told him, my understanding is he doesn't know. I just got these papers handed to me like maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
To be here?
Yes, and I've emailed him, but I haven't got a response yet. He has limited access right now while he's overseas.
Okay, so it is indeed a fact that you dropped the children off to grandmother 6 months ago.
Yes, so the court knows I'm a influencer, and I hate saying that because I'm still growing right now. I'm in the growing stage. And so I do like travel blogs and things like that, which require me to travel.
Object, question. Which one can I do the question? What she said. What's an influencer? What is?
So what is your legal objection?
The legal objection is that she's lying.
That's not a legal objection. And there will be
falsifying information. Falsifying she does.
Okay, that's
false.
All right, that's not a legal objection either. So I'm going to allow her to finish because then maybe you can hear what an influencer is.
Okay.
All right.
That works.
All right. Continue.
So I don't get paid a lot. Mostly they just kind of cop the expenses and stuff while I'm growing my channel. Before he deployed about 7 months ago. And he did not want me to give up my growing career. I'm starting to get a lot of traction on social media. And so he told me that he talked to his mom and agreed that she would take care of the kids while I have to travel. And I don't travel for like a month at a time. I'm gone maybe 5 days to 7 days and I'm back 2 or 3 and I get my kids. And then if I have to travel again, I leave them with her. You know, I don't have my mom. And so when I got in this relationship, I wanted to have a good relationship with her. And I don't know why she's so mean to me. Like I have beautiful children with her son, and I'm a good person. And so if she doesn't want to take care of them or help me anymore, I can give up being a influencer
and get a real job.
Kids.
And influencing. When you say influencing, you're talking about social media, content creator, that kind of stuff?
Yes, and my specific niche is travel videos. And, you know, they're young right now. I hope when they're older, you know, my fiance and I plan to integrate the kids and do like family trips and show how to travel on a budget. Like we have a plan marked out for it, but his deployment right now, you know, he's going to get out of the military when his term is up this time. He's not re-enlisting. Okay. So if she's not willing to help us, like, you know, my fiance said, I'll take them back, but she doesn't talk to me. And I send them with food and groceries when I have to travel. It's not like, you know, not to mention
treats. That ain't
not
no
to
food.
mention my fiance, when he's here, we live together. We're happily together. My fiance pays. She's on our phone plan. She, my fiance pays like some of the bills at the house and stuff. So while it's not maybe coming from me directly, it's from our household.
Okay,
because we're getting married. When he gets permission for leave, we're going to be married.
Now the case shifts. Tracy admits she dropped the kids off, but explains it was a planned arrangement, while her fiancé is deployed in the military. Yes, calling herself an influencer might raise eyebrows, but she provides details, short travel windows, returning home between trips, bringing groceries, and financial contributions from their household. Those specifics matter in court. So was she avoiding responsibility, or did Grandma misunderstand the agreement?
I don't believe that's what she meant. And
Your
in
Honor,
order
you just don't know Tracy. You just don't. You
well,
just
it
don't.
sounds like you don't know a whole lot about their relationship. You didn't even know that this is about to be your daughter-in-law.
Hi, Mom.
Girl, don't say that to me no more. Now, I had a nice girl picked out for him to live down the street. Keisha was sweet. He went to school with her. He could have had a nice girl and stuff. And then he went and got this girl right here because she did that little Keisha wasn't gonna do. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to slander her. But I do want to say that Miss Influencer should be able to pay for her children that live with me. She brings like Rice Krispie treats and cookies, and that ain't no food. They need noodles. I don't know how to cook noodles.
I have one question. When she dropped these children off to you, did she say that she was never coming back to pick them up? Or did she say that this was a temporary situation?
She said a career that requires me to travel a little.
Okay.
So I need you to watch the children while I do that. Well, of course, they're my son's children. Of course, I'm going to watch the children. But no, she did not say that it was going to be this long and she was going to be gone.
Did your son tell you it was temporary?
Well, I don't like to bother him, with some of this stuff.
That wasn't my question. Did your son tell you that this was a temporary situation while they were...
Here the emotional truth comes out. The grandmother reveals she had someone else in mind for her son, and suddenly this feels less about money and more about personal resentment. Then the email becomes the turning point. If that email clearly shows grandma agreed to help temporarily, filing for child support starts to look less like necessity and more like retaliation. If you were the judge, what would you do?
Other than to come and waste my time. Because you should not have filed a child support situation on her. You should not. It's
She's
very
the mother.
clear. It is very clear that this arrangement was for you to help not only her, but to help your son as well. And then if it's true what she also said, that she hasn't been able to communicate with her husband, he doesn't even know that you did this. I'm sorry, your son, her fiance, he doesn't even know that you did this. You think he's gonna be impressed to know that his mother did that to his fiance?
He'll understand.
No, that's not funny. This is not a joking matter. This is serious. This is what makes it hard for families. Child support is hard enough on anybody. But to file it simply because you don't like the other person, that's just mean.
Well, also she has money. She's not paying. She doesn't give anything. She running around talking about doing the job.
What is the? Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second, Miss Smith. What was the agreement, if any, for financial support of these children while your husband was on deployment and you were traveling for work?
My fiance continues to pay some of the bills, like her phone bill and I have internet, and gives her money when he's there. But
always done that.
I also drop off groceries for the days when she does watch them. But I want to let the court know, if she wants to completely destroy her relationship with her son and with my children.
What happens with me and my son?
I will pick them up and they will not be going back to her house. And this is why I can't.
Well, I don't want you to do that.
Object to a threat. Can I object to a threat?
Take the kids and not let me see them anymore. That's not a legal objection.
Oh, well,
and
it's a threat.
I would never recommend anybody to stop children from seeing the other parts of their family.
Right.
However,
right.
You're going to have to play fair. You're going to have to play fair. If there was, according to this email, there's nothing in here that said any exchange of financial anything for the children from her to you.
And that's why I filed for child support.
Why won't you just give me a chance? Like, I'm a good person.
Yo, that is a good question.
Your son loves me.
Miss Smith, let me ask the question. But I'm going to piggyback off what she said. Why? It sounds like she really loves your son, and it sounds like her son really loves her too. So y'all should be working together as a family at this point.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Especially with him not being here. This is a really good opportunity for you, the two of you, to get to know each other.
But she's never here. She's traveling with that little new job.
Call her and you all sit down and have a conversation. Get to know each other. This is not the place to do it. This is where bitterness, bitter feelings, all of those things come into place. This is not the court.
In the end, the judge dismisses the case. Why? Because the email proves this was a voluntary family arrangement, not abandonment. Child support court is not a weapon for bitterness. It's a legal remedy for genuine need. The hardest part? The children are caught in the middle of adult conflict and miscommunication. Now it's your turn. Who do you think was in the wrong, Grandma or Tracy? Drop your verdict in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama.